Days of Our Lives, DOOL, spoilers for Wednesday, January 29, indicate some interesting plot twists in Salem. Someone wakes up horrified by their situation, while another catches two people in the act, and a character fills her nephew in on some family history. What's set to unravel during Wednesday's show? Time to find out. Days spoilers for Wednesday, January 29, imply that Chanel Dimera, a Raven Bowens, will wake up horrified when she realizes she's in Sean Douglas Brady's, a Brandon Beamer, room. Days of Our Lives spoiler. On the cusp of February sweeps, Salem citizens play musical beds. As fans know from Tuesday's show, Chanel had a little too much to drink during Jada Hunter's Elia Cantu bachelorette party the night before. Still, did she cross a line with Sean in the process? Fans will have to tune in to find out. Speaking of horrify, DOOL spoilers for Wednesday, January 29, hint all three parties will be just that when Marlena Evans Dater Hall catches Belle Black Martha Madison in bed with EJ Dimera Dan Furichel. Marlena warned her daughter about getting too close to EJ again, so it looks like Belle will have some explaining to do. Meanwhile across town, Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, will worry about Ava Vitali Tamara Braun. It looks like his lady love will still be missing, but what plans does the woman in white Rosalind Gentle have for her? Lastly, DOOL spoilers for Wednesday reveal that Kristen Dimera, Stacey Hadak, will open up the Dimera history book and fill her nephew Johnny Dimera Carson Boatman on some details about their family's past. It sounds like she'll also fill in some more blanks for fans about the woman in white and how Kristen became a Dimera. Kristen and Johnny's talk may provide some interesting insight into the past and what kind of drama viewers can expect in the near future. The morning air was crisp in Salem, a deceptive calm before chaos erupted. The town square bustled with early risers, but within the stately Dimera mansion, an entirely different kind of awakening was unfolding, one that would send shockwaves through the family and all of Salem. Morning horror, the nightmare begins. Chad Dimera woke with a start, drenched in sweat. The scent of something metallic, blood, clung to his nostrils. His dream had been disturbingly vivid, a woman's scream, a cold whisper in his ear, and then darkness. But as he sat up, he realized something was wrong. The house was too silent. Usually there was a rhythmic hum, the shuffle of servants, the brewing of fresh coffee. But now, nothing. He threw on a robe and moved toward the hallway when a blood-curdling scream shattered the stillness. Rushing downstairs, Chad nearly slipped as he reached the foyer, his heart hammering. There, in the middle of the grand entryway, stood Anna Dimera, clutching her chest in horror. At her feet lay a gruesome sight, an unconscious Stefan Dimera, blood smeared across his forehead. A single red rose rested beside his motionless body. "Dear God," Chad gasped, running to his brother's side. He pressed his fingers to Stefan's neck, searching desperately for a pulse. A groggy groan emerged from Stefan's lips, and his eyelids fluttered open. Relief coursed through Chad's veins, but it was short-lived. Stefan's eyes widened with terror as he whispered, "He's back." Chad's breath hitched. "Who's back?" Before Stefan could respond, the front door burst open, and Rafe Hernandez stormed in with Ely Grant on his heels. "Step away from him," Rafe ordered, gun drawn. "What the hell?" Chad spat. "We didn't do anything." Ellie knelt beside Stefan. "You okay, man?" Stefan groaned but nodded weakly. Anna, still trembling, pointed to a note pinned to the staircase banister. Rafe plucked it free and read aloud. "The past never stays buried. I'm coming for what's mine. Gotcha moment. The trap is set." News of the attack spread quickly through Salem, sending waves of paranoia through the Dimera family. Gibby Hernandez, already livid that she hadn't been called immediately, stormed into the mansion demanding answers. "Who the hell did this?" she snapped, eyes darting between Chad and Stefan. "That's what we're trying to figure out," Chad replied. "But Stefan seems to think." "Not now," Stefan cut him off sharply. His eyes flickered toward the stairs, where their sister Kristen Dimera had just emerged. Kristen smirked. Well. Looks like someone's trying to take down our little empire." Gibby rolled her eyes. "Spare me the dramatics, Kristen. Any chance this has something to do with your latest scheme?" Kristen laughed. "Honey, if I wanted to take someone out, I wouldn't leave them alive." Stefan gritted his teeth, sitting up with a wince. "We need to be careful." This isn't just some warning, it's personal. And if my suspicions are right, it's tied to. Before he could finish, the front door swung open once more, and a figure stepped inside. It was E.J. Dimera. Every eye in the room turned to him as he adjusted his cufflinks, his expression unreadable. "Long time no see," he said smoothly. "Miss me?" Silence. Then, an explosion of voices. "You did this, didn't you?" Gabby accused. "Where the hell have you been?" Chad demanded. "E.J., darling." Kristen cooed, clearly amused. E.J. smirked. "I see my absence has left quite the impression, but I'm afraid I have bigger news." He sauntered forward, pulling a small black folder from his jacket. Tossing it onto the coffee table, he folded his arms and waited. Chad picked it up hesitantly, flipping it open. His blood ran cold as he read the first page. This can't be real," Chad whispered. Kristen snatched the folder, scanning the document. Her smirk faltered for the first time. "What is it?" Stefan rasped. Still clutching his head, E.J. took a slow breath before delivering the bombshell. "Turns out, father had a secret child." Dead silence. Then, "Excuse me?" Kristen shrieked. Gabby scoffed. "No way, Stefano had more than enough brats running around." E.J.'s smirk returned. "And yet, this one changes everything. Family history unraveled. The lost heir." The weight of the revelation settled over the room like a thick fog. Chad, still reeling, flipped through the documents, his fingers shaking. Birth records. Financial transactions. A sealed letter in Stefano Dimera's handwriting. Kristen snatched the letter from his hands and ripped it open as she read, her face contorted in rage. "Oh, this is rich," she said. "Well," Gabby snapped. Kristen's voice was thick with disdain. "Our dear father had another son, one he kept hidden from all of us." Stefan clenched his jaw. "Who is it?" Kristen's lips curled. "Someone none of us saw coming." A slow, deliberate clap sounded from the doorway. All heads turned. There stood a tall, dark-haired man, his presence commanding. "I believe that would be me," he said with a smirk. "Hello, siblings." Gabby gasped. "No freaking way." E.J.'s smile didn't falter. "Meet Gabriel Blackwood, our long-lost brother." Gabriel stepped forward, his gaze sweeping the room like a predator sizing up prey. "Stefano always said family was everything. I intend to claim my rightful place," Kristen scoffed. "And what exactly do you want, dear brother?" Gabriel's eyes darkened. "Everything." Tension crackled in the air. Chad narrowed his eyes. "And what does that have to do with Stefan being attacked?" Gabriel tilted his head, feigning innocence. "Oh, Stefan, you never did learn, did you?" Stefan's face paled. Kristen chuckled. Well, looks like our family just got a whole lot more interesting." The game had begun. And in Salem, secrets never stayed buried for long. Please subscribe for my YouTube channel.